All right, guys, welcome back to another one. I had to do it. I had to come out here and have a little fun before I get out of here. So this is, if you guys don't know where I am off of this, this is Newcombs Ranch. Now, this is one of those iconic locations, and I'll get into that in a little bit. But this is like the stopping point for the weekends. A little bit. As you can see up here, I'm up here on a Friday morning, but this is one of those points. It's a good turnaround, hangout point and everything else. It used to be open, so you used to be able to come up for breakfast and everything else. That changed during COVID, and it's technically for sale. So if you guys are in the market and you want all of this, plus the restaurant, plus whatever it is, you know, they are selling it. But this is, as you can see as I'm walking down, this is just an awesome hangout spot. So I'm going to show you guys what's out here. We'll talk about it a little bit. Oh, I didn't tell you. Okay, so Newcombs Ranch is at the top of ACH, or Angeles Crest Highway, which is an amazing drive up here. You can drive it slow, you can drive it fast, you know, just stay within your limits. And you got to watch out because, you know, there's always falling rocks, there's motorcycles, bikers, there's everything else. But this is one of those spots that's really fun to come up, and you make the run up here, you come out, you hang out, you get to see celebrities and everything else from, you know, like a Magnus Walker or even a Jay Leno or anything, and they'll come out. And then you meet up, kind of like you do it like Daikoku. You meet up for a little bit, hang out, and then you go out with a couple friends, you know, go down, do your little run, come back and everything else. But this is their little Friday morning meetup, which is really cool. So like everybody kind of gets together, does their thing up here, and then goes in and either goes to work or, I don't know, they're retired, so they don't do anything. But they go up and down, they have a little fun. So we're going to hang out for a little bit. I'm going to go through, I'll show you the cars that are out here. We'll show you some stuff that comes up and down. And this is part of my last weekend out here, in California. So, you know, I had to do it right. I had to come up for a drive, had to, you know, I'll show you what I drove too. We got a bunch of the P cars coming up right now. And this is what I was talking about. You get to come up like this, you come up in your group, you know, you got a bunch of good P cars, an M2, you know, a little Fiat, an older Porsche, and that's how it goes. And they come in and out, in and out, in and out. But anyways, let's, you know how we do. I'm going to show you guys the cars that are out here. We'll talk about some of the stuff that's out here, and we'll keep seeing who comes up and down. All right, let's get at it. All right, guys, so let's do a little walking and talking. I'll show you guys what's out here today. It's kind of sad. The sign's a little bit in disarray anymore. You know, it just, you know, now that it's not owned by anybody or anything, you know, it's just one of those things that doesn't get kept up. Show you guys beautiful STI here, TEs, full Vertex kit and everything else. This is bad. Like, this is really, really nice. He's got it all molded and everything else. Look how clean it is. But he's gonna go make his run, have a little fun. He's oh nice, on air too. So super civil, you know, so you can drive it in and out when you need to and go, you know, go different spots. Let's walk this back road, see what we got back here. So my boy is gonna make a run real quick in the S. So if you guys have been with me long enough, you'll know that's my old S2000 there. So that was kind of one of the things coming up here today is we did, you know, he was cool to come up with me on a Friday morning, let me drive the car and everything else. So it was actually really fun to drive. When he gets back up, we'll take a quick peek at it if you guys haven't seen it. That was the car I did my first like car review on. So I've got a full review on it with everything that's been done to it and everything. So if you guys want to see that, just check out my car reviews. It's there. You guys can see, you know, it's fun. Got Ohlins and everything else on it. Nice little Integra on some Graham lights. But this is what's fun. Like, it's a really big mix of just everything out here. From some stock cars, a lot of P cars, a lot of Porsches out here, and a little bit of everything. You know, you got the older 911s, you got the GT3, nice little M3, GTS, AMG. So, and then just running down the line, look, GT3, Turbo S. Nice little M3 on some BBSs. Oh, I bet that one's fun. And then a lot of them down here are the Porsches, you know, and they all like to park together and do their thing. But you can see everybody just hanging out. Somebody will bring donuts, somebody will bring some coffee, and you know, it's just a great way to spend, you know, a Friday morning, or come up here on the weekends and just kind of do your things. Like I said earlier about celebrities, you got like Matt Farah up here right now. He's doing his thing, hanging out. 718 Spider looks good. It's not my color, but it looks good on some HREs. It's nice. Old turbo with the whale tail and everything on it. Nice classic. Let's see what it looks like inside. Look at that. Look at just like this off beige white. It looks so good. And that's how it's gonna go. So we're gonna get a bunch in, bunch out, bunch in, bunch out, and they'll keep doing their things. I'll walk you guys up the front row, and you know, we'll see what's here now, and then of course we'll have some more cars come in and out, and you know, we'll talk about the location and everything. You can see it's this great area up, I don't know, about an, you know, well, it depends on how fast you're driving, but you know, a good 30-40 minute drive up ACH, depending on which direction you go. The lower section where they just went down that way is actually closed, which is kind of why they're doing it, because there's no traffic that comes up or down that direction. Everybody else is looped around that way, which is kind of cool. You can get up here a couple different ways, kind of do your thing. But those guys that are going down are just kind of making that run up and down to, you know, to have a little fun. So like I was saying, it kind of reminds me of doing like, not in the same sense, but kind of like doing like Daikoku. You know, it's a good, really great meetup place, but we're up in the mountains. So you get to go up and down, you know, kind of make your toge run, you know, you make your little mountain road run, and you come out, you hang out with friends, make a run, make some new friends, make a run, make some adjustments on your setup. Maybe dial in the suspension a little stiffer, a little harder, adjust some pressures, you know, and keep going. But I'll show you guys. Hi, buddy. The pup was cute. But you can see there's a good mix of everything. I've got, you know, the older M3s, the 350Z, like a 944 or something, older Porsche. You guys will correct me when I miss that one. See, yeah, another one. Run a bunch of photographers. Everybody else likes to come out here because there's a lot of good cars to look at. Got a little two-door EX. Miatas, of course. They're kind of like running Porsches up here, you know. They handle great. They embarrass a ton of people because, you know, they never have to brake. They just lift a little bit and go. You got the GR Corolla, which is, again, I'm kind of surprised these are moving as slow as they are, and I'm not seeing, not speed-wise, but I'm not seeing as many as I really thought I would see at this point. On some TEs, looks like still stock suspension with some advans on it. It's a little stickier tire. Next to an FK8. MR2 looks great. Nice little kitted MR2. That's another fun one. And then talking about everything that's out here and like looking at everything, you have a bone stock, what, 67? I'm sure I got that wrong, but I'll look in the window. You know, Mustang. Let's see what it is. 64. It still has the original tag in it, which is absolutely amazing. So they laminated the original one, and up here it actually says $2,370 for the hardtop version. Total price, transportation costs, what, radio with a push button antenna, and push button and antenna. That's funny. Wire wheel covers. That's hilarious. And transportation costs. So total for this car was $3,317. That's so funny. Like, I mean, can you imagine getting a brand new car like we do today? You know, even with the heritage that like this Mustang has, even had back then, you know, for less than $3,500. That's crazy. Got a little Lexus spaceship over here just came in. These things look amazing when they're dumped out. You know, dumped out, put on the ground, everything else. So, as you can see, we got a bunch of Porsches coming in and going. And they'll just keep going up and down and doing their thing. Good amount of vets. The Miatas, of course. But that's just kind of how it goes out here. So this is, like I was saying, this is Newcombs Ranch up on ACH. This is one of those iconic locations. SoCal is really, really great for this stuff. There's, you know, you can go run Azusa, you can go run Ortega, you can go run down Palm Springs area, run that, and like they're really nice long drives. Most of them, you know, and they have a mix of technical and high speed and everything else, as long as you behave and you do what you're supposed to do. Like, they're amazing fun. So, but ACH is known as the place. And this, when I came and first got here to SoCal, this was one of the very first places I came up to. It was here, and it was Laguna Seca. Like, those were the very first two, like, areas I was like, I have to drive, I have to do. So, to kind of close things out, if you guys are new to my channel and don't know, you know, I've been out here on the West Coast for, I don't know, like 10 years now. And I've been covering the scene out here, all the car culture stuff for the last couple of years. And it's time to go back to the East Coast. So that's a 1M. That's an impressive car. And he's got a old Heritage California tag on it too. That's pretty cool. But anyways, so for now, I'm all done on the West Coast. I'm headed back to the East Coast, and I'm going to do all of this stuff on the East Coast too. So, like I said, this was one of the very first locations I had to come out to, had to hang out, got to meet a lot of cool people. Like I was saying, I met Magnus Walker out here, Jay Leno, you know, a couple like really, really cool people, and then a ton of just awesome cars. So I'll show you guys what else comes in. We'll kind of run through. I'm going to hang out with some people and talk with some people and everything else, and kind of close out my time here. This will be the last weekend I'm out here on the West Coast, and then you're going to start seeing all this fun on the East Coast. You know, one of those spots I'm going to have to hit is Tail of the Dragon. I'll have to compare Tail of the Dragon with what we have out here, you know, like ACH and all of that good stuff, and see how that goes. But for now, I'll show you guys what else comes in. We'll talk about it a little bit, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. So let me know what you think. As always, I appreciate your support. Drop those comments. Let me know if you like this drive. You guys start hitting me up about the East Coast. If you want me to do a car review, if you guys want to, you know, meet up, if you guys want to go for a drive, if there's a show I can't miss, drop it in the comments, DM me on IG, and I'm looking to hit the East Coast just running, just full speed, just doing nothing but car stuff. So you guys let me know if you got something on the East Coast I need to do. You got a car I need to see. This NSX coming up looks amazing. Look here. We'll go take a look at that too. But yeah, if you guys have anything on the East Coast, I'm gonna be up and down the East Coast, just running around. I'm gonna be kind of planted in the DMV area. So if you guys don't know, that's DC, Maryland, Virginia. So I'm gonna be in that area doing my thing. That's gonna be my home base right there, and then up and down. So I figure everything from New York to Florida is wide open. If there's something north of New York I need to do, you know, I need to go up and do like Lime Rock and do Connecticut, do some fun stuff like that, I'm definitely going to do that. So grid life events, everything. I mean, just there's so much to do on the East Coast. And I really want to bring all that to you and show you guys just how cool the East Coast is doing things right now. Every time I go out, it's just amazing stuff that I get to see. So you guys, let me know what you think. Give me those recommendations, those suggestions. Hit me up on IG, drop it in the comments. Let's talk about it, and let's get ready to have some fun on the East Coast. All right, I'm gonna get out of here for now. I'll see you guys at the next one. Thanks.